In the meantime, it's time for a power check, where we walk you through some of the big stock stories catching our collective eyes. And today, it's three companies reporting their earnings this week. They are internet security company Palo Alto, cosmetics firm Estee Lauder, and river cruise company Vikings. Now, Palo Alto Networks numbers come out Tuesday, Viking Holdings later in the week, and Estee Lauder as well. Joining us now to talk about how you should be trading these names, if at all, going into the prints, is Michael Landsberg. He is the CIO at Landsberg Bennett Private Wealth Management. Michael, good to have you on Power Check. Thank you. How do we treat Palo Alto Networks right now?
Palo Alto is a great story, Brian. Cybersecurity is one of those businesses that continues to keep moving forward. The smarter AI gets, the smarter AI cybersecurity has to get. And so, stock traded back a bit when they announced a purchase of an offer to buy CyberArk, the big Israeli company, which we've also owned and continue to own. We think it just speaks to the volume that we're going to see in the space over the time. Stock should, I think, hopefully trade off a bit for people that don't own it. EPS, I think it's going to be up 16% year over year. If it is, I would be a buyer of it there. With the idea you're going to hold this, we've held this for 10 years. I anticipate holding it another 5 to 7. It's one of our longer term holdings, and it's been a real winner.
All right, let's talk about Vikings Holdings. We talk about cruise companies all the time, Michael. Normally Norwegian and Carnival, we entirely miss those low, flat boats that tend to go down the Danube and the Seine under beautiful bridges. But what do we make of the stock?
Well, it's funny, Brian. My clients and your viewers don't miss it because Viking has done a really good job of marketing themselves to higher-end consumers, more of adult only. They go to every continent in the world, and it's a smaller boat. It's a smaller, bespoke experience, so you're not competing with thousands and thousands of people on these boats. And I think people like that. They want to have that high-end experience. Earnings that we think are going to be up 32% year over year, and we anticipate this continuing. Yep. It's a great trend, and we'll want to own it. We don't own it now. I'd like a pullback, but I own the entire space. As you mentioned other names, we think it's a good name. Okay.
The mystery chart was Estee Lauder. Stocks had a nice run the last couple of months. What do we make of it now?
Estee Lauder's a little tricky here. There's a lot of cosmetics companies in the world, and my fear with Estee Lauder is your last section, Courtney talked about all the accounting irregularities and shuffling that people have to do. Estee Lauder hasn't grown their earnings or their revenue in probably 4+ years. Lots of competition, and my fear is there's just so much, there's so many choices out there, it's really tough. Now, this is going to be the worst, let's say the bottom for earnings. I think they're down 85% year over year. Maybe this is the bottom that you could be a buyer down the road. We don't own it. We're not going to own it, but I'm hoping at some point they've got good quality brands. Just the stock's been kind of one of those things that earnings-wise, it just doesn't make the money that excites us to be able to step in.
Michael Landsberg, CIO at Landsberg Bennett Private Wealth Management, blasting through Power Check. Michael, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.